How do I become better than I was yesterday? How do I surpass my limits? How do I become a better person, a better man? You know, I think that's the $1 million. I think that's the $1 million answer. Oh, that's the $1 million question, right? True nobility is not comparing yourself with other people. It's comparing yourself with the previous you from yesterday and becoming a little bit better. Comparing yourself to the past you and becoming a little bit better. And by the way, I want the stuttering in this. I want it to feel real. I want it to feel like you're speaking to me. Cause I stutter sometimes and I mess up and that's fine. And I love it. I used to hate it a lot, but I love it, man. You know why? Cause that's what makes me me. But I'm still trying. It's scary. Remember, I'm not editing this. But like I can get made fun of or I could be called a loser, but I don't care. Right? Because every day I'm gonna be better a little bit than I was yesterday. And that's all that matters. Right? And that's all that matters to me. And that's all that should matter to you. You know? A lot of us, I feel like we don't want to do better. You know? As crazy as that sounds, we don't really want to do better. I think because sometimes it scares us that we might have to leave our friend group. You know? We might outgrow our friends or family or community or whatever it is. It scares us. Or sometimes we're scared to take it to the next level because when you take it to the next level, that means next level responsibilities. That's what I've been realizing since the year started. When you go to the next level, it's not you going to the next level and you can do the same type of responsibilities. Your responsibilities have to go to the next level. So that means you have to be more disciplined. It's not just the rewards are going to be to the next level and the action is going to be to the next level, but like also the discipline, right? Your responsibilities of managing stuff, of taking care of stuff. So while other people are outside partying and going to the club and drinking, having sex, you're out here working out, taking care of yourself, getting in a relationship. Not saying you have to be in one, but you get the point. You're improving each day, right? A thousand miles starts with a single step. So every day you're improving a bit. You're going up a bit, right? You always want to be going up, not down. But man, I don't know at this point. Feels like we go up and we go down, and we go up and we go down, and we go up and we go down. And we never really reach the conclusion, the final part. I think for me, like I quit weed for like 22 days and I was on no fap, so like no porn, no masturbation for 22 days, no sex. And then I just messed up, right? With the weed and the porn, right? And then I kind of got really sad and got depressed. And then it kind of like had a snowball effect, like the rabbit hole just going down and down and down, deeper and deeper and deeper. But I just came back and I was watching something and it was by Tom Brady, the quarterback in the NFL. And he said, losers are people that give up. As long as you keep trying, you may get your ass handed to you back and forth, back and forth. But as long as you keep trying, you're gonna make it. As long as you keep trying, you will make it. And that's what kind of like I was like, it was like dark. It felt like I was in a dark place, and I felt like I had been buried, but in fact, I've been planted. When you feel like you're in a dark place, sometimes you feel like you've been buried, but in fact, you've been planted. And I realized like all these failures, it's gonna make the success taste more juicier, better. Because think about it, if you just became successful in no fap or weed and like the first time you did it, it wouldn't feel like the accomplishment wouldn't feel amazing. You see, with us, we're weird because we feel that accomplishment after doing something very painful, something very hard. We get that dopamine, right? We get that little dopamine in. And that's why porn is so dangerous because it gives you that artificial dopamine. It's not real, but you get happy, you get content for some time, right? Then you drop down baseline and then you got to do more crazier stuff. But yeah, man, you know. But that's it for this one, guys.